Hello, I'm going to go through some sample problems on how to determine the number of significant figures, or sig figs, there are in a number. Rule number 1, if all non-zero digits in a measurement are present, they are all significant. For instance, 123 centimeters, since all three of those numbers are non-zero, that would mean that they are all significant, or three significant figures. Example number 2 for rule number 1, again 543 meters, all are non-zero, all are significant, giving three significant figures. Once zeros are introduced, some students have trouble determining the correct number of sig figs. We're going to run through a couple of those examples here in rule number 2. If a zero is between two non-zero digits, the zero is significant. For instance, since this zero lies between these two non-zero digits, that makes it significant, or three significant figures. In this example, 3,302 kilograms, again, this zero is between non-zero digits, giving it a grand total of four significant figures. Rule number 3, zeros in front of a non-zero digit are not significant. This tends to give some students some difficulty. So if you look at the following number here, 0.0065 millimeters, these zeros are in the front of the number, so therefore are not significant, which gives two significant figures in that measurement. In the second example, we have a couple of zeros. We have those zeros, and we have this zero here. Since these zeros are in the front, those are not significant, but this zero here is between two non-zero digits, giving us a grand total of four significant figures. Rule number 4, zeros at the end of the number and to the right of the decimal are significant. For example, 120.600 joules. These zeros are at the end of the number and to the right of the decimal. This zero is between two non-zero digits, again making both of those sets of zeros significant, for a grand total of 6 significant figures. In the second example, this zero is in front, not significant, but these two zeros are at the end of the zeros, or end of the number, and to the right of the decimal, so making it significant, giving it 4 significant figures. Rule number 5, zeros at the end of the number and to the left of where the decimal point should be are not significant. For instance, with this number, 125 million meters, these zeros are at the end of the number and to the left of where the decimal point should be. Notice there is no decimal point shown there, so we cannot assume that. So these zeros are not significant, but are important for placeholding. So this is 3 significant figures. Second example, this zero is between two non-zero digits, making it significant, but these zeros are at the end of the number and to the left of where the decimal should be. There is no decimal point back here, so therefore these zeros are not significant, giving us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant figures. Now there are some times when you need to force significant figures into a number like the 125 million. Maybe you wanted 4 or 5 significant figures. So for instance, if we take the number 12,500,000 meters, and we wanted, instead of having 3 sig figs as it shows there, if we wanted to show them to be all 8 to be significant, we just need to put in a decimal point. So now that has 8 significant figures. Once we put in this decimal, it forces these zeros to be significant. Another way to force significance, which is not one that I really care for, and that's to put a bar over a zero. For instance, if we wanted 5 significant figures, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we wanted that zero there to be significant, we could put a bar over that 0, indicating that that 0 is significant. The method that I prefer, instead of doing it that way, would be to write it in scientific notation. Because if we wrote this number in scientific notation, times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 meters. Now this 0, these zeros, just as it is in rule number 4, are at the end of the number and to the right of the decimal, are significant. So therefore it's 5 significant figures, and we have not changed the value because we wrote it in scientific notation like we have there. This is a quick summary on how to determine the number of sig figs in a measurement. Hope you enjoyed it.